Hey everyone, it's Jennifer. It is December 8th, 2015. Um, I had my reconstructive plastic surgery on November 13th. It was Friday the 13th. And I did that on purpose because I had so many issues scheduling and then having to reschedule. And so finally, my fourth time that I scheduled it was Friday, November 13th, and it went through. I had a tummy tuck and I had an arm lift, and I will show you some. I can't show you everything because I have to wear the stupid jacket thing, but I'll go through all that. Sorry for the no makeup and all that. That is standard fare for the last 3 weeks. It has been roughly, 13, 17, 25 days. It's been 25 days since my plastic surgery, and it has been rough. I went into it thinking the tummy tuck would be the hard part and that my arms would be easy. And it has been the very, very opposite. The only issues that I had with my stomach were the drains, but they weren't even really issues. It's just drains are never fun to have. And I had 4 for my stomach. They were right in my groin area, basically right above your private area. And then I had 1 in each arm underneath. They took the 2 arm drains and 2 of the stomach drains out about a week after surgery, and then about 4 days after that, they took the other 2 drains. So I didn't have the drains for that long, but I still had them long enough that they were a pain in the butt. Hated them. They say, oh, they don't hurt when they come out, and because it just does simply, it keeps me up. It doesn't make me tired, and it made me tired one time that I took it. It made me extremely, extremely tired. But I don't know how much of that was the medicine and how much of that was me just needing to rest. It sounds like it would be very easy to just sit around your house and rest all the time, but it sucks, and it's very, very hard. I just started being able to leave the house about, today's Tuesday, no, Tuesday, yeah, today's Tuesday, so a week ago. Last Wednesday, I was finally able to leave the house. So that's like, I don't know, almost 3 weeks where you're just stuck in your house. You're not allowed to go outside. You're not allowed to really lift anything more than 5 or 10 pounds. You have to take showers every day, wash everything up real good, dry everything off real good. I'll show you the binder that I have to wear for my stomach, and then I have a jacket for my arms. But it's really, really hard to just sit in the house all the time. And if I wasn't so uncomfortable, it might be easy to sleep, but it's really, really hard to sleep. I can only lay on my back. I can't lay on my sides because it hurts my arms too much. So I can only lay on my back, and I'm not allowed to bend my arms. I can't bend my elbows. So it's really hard to lay. It's really hard to sleep. It's just really hard to sleep. But I still have to kind of sleep with my legs propped up a little bit because it takes some tension off the stomach. I will say this. They told me after surgery, oh, you're going to be hunched over and you're not going to be able to stand up straight. And I never had that issue. I've been standing up and walking straight since the day I left the hospital, and I left the hospital 24 hours after I had surgery. They initially said I'd be in the hospital 2 days, but I was up walking the hallways like probably about 8 hours after surgery. They kept the catheter in me until probably about 10 or 12 hours after surgery. So I had a lot of stuff with me on my little IV thing, but I made it out. And I was walking, and it hurt. My arms didn't hurt at the time. My stomach was tight, but I was able to walk straight and everything. I was fine. The day of surgery, the two things that I found odd the day of surgery were, because I was having a tummy tuck and an arm lift, they had to put the IV in my neck. I was very, very scared when I heard that. I thought they were joking, and they were not. So what they have to do is they have to prop your feet all the way up so that your feet are up in the air and your head is down. And they inject you, they put it on this side, so they inject you with some like numbing agent, which is a big long shot needle. And they inject that, and it just feels like a little pinch. And then they put the IV in, and they find a vein, and you're good to go. I was shaking and crying when they did it because I was afraid that it was going to hurt so bad, but honestly, it was so much better than an arm or a hand IV. It was so much less painful. So if you ever have to get an IV in your neck, as long as they numb it first and the person is a good a good phlebotomist, you should be fine. The other thing that was interesting is that before surgery, I was at my little bed thing, and they had me put my arms out like this and stand up straight, and then he just started drawing all over me, over where he was going to cut, where he wasn't going to cut. And then usually when you have surgery, by the way, this is my 7th surgery in 5 years, so I'm well versed in how this is all supposed to go. So usually when you have surgery, when they give you the IV, then they inject you with like this twilight sedation, and then they wheel you back, and then they put you on a table, and they give you the real knockout gas, and you're out. With this surgery, after they drew all over me, after the doctor drew all over me, I actually had to walk back to the operating room. And then when you get back to the operating room, those orange sponges that they give you to wash in the shower the morning of surgery, they have a big tub of that. And they wash you, the doctor does, well, my doctor did, washed me from my neck to my knees, all the way around in that orange stuff. Then he helps you walk to the table. He helps slide you on because you're all slippery from the soap and the water. He lays you down, and then you're gassed and you're out. When I woke up, I had gauze like all over my arms, but my arms didn't hurt. They did not give me a morphine pump. All that I had for medication is I had to remember to take my, what do they give me? Percocet every 4 hours. So I had to remember to do that, though, because the nurses didn't remember. I wasn't real thrilled with the nursing care that I got there. When I got in there, the first person I saw, I found out she was a temp. She couldn't find my IV, and it's sticking out of my neck, so how can you not find my IV? As soon as I got into my bed, she pushed the bed up real quick, so I went from laying to like up, and I'm like, no, my stomach. Like, I don't know how she didn't know that I had, she didn't know what procedure I had, nothing. She left the room and did not give me a nurse call button, and I just started crying right then because I was so frustrated, and I didn't know how to verbalize it, and it was just crazy. So that was the day of surgery. I went home the next day. I don't know. The stomach has not been bad at all. I've not had any issues at all. It's been healing really, really well, and I'll show you some of the scars because it's not bad at all. The arms have been nothing but painful. Even to this day, my arms hurt. I can't really reach very far. I can reach like right here before things start hurting. Going like this, all these nerves and tendons pull right here and pinch, and I feel like little electric shocks everywhere. My niece calls me dinosaur because I can't reach up very high. I can still move my arms. I can still function. I've been able to do that since I got home. But you're very kind of limited as to how far you can reach. And you really shouldn't be overdoing it like I am. But I am. Mostly it's just the pain and the discomfort and how just the incisions. I wish I would have taken this off before I did this. But the incision line for me is right here, like from my elbow all the way around, and then it goes like right here, and it goes into my armpit, and it's like that for both arms. This arm, it's probably about a week and a half ago, my elbow split open. I was laying right over there on that couch, actually in that exact spot that you see, and I rolled over trying to settle myself on the couch, and I was using my elbow to prop myself, which was stupid, and a big thick scab, black scab, came off my elbow, and I was just gushing blood everywhere. It was really, really gross. The doctor had me come in the next day, actually 2 days later, because he wanted to put stitches in, but because there was tissue, you could see the tissue sticking out. It was really gross. It wasn't like gushing out. It was like 3 little dots, but those are tissue. So he was going to the next day I sent pictures because it happened at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So the next day I sent pictures to my surgeon's office. They said, keep gauze on it, wash it like normal, don't put any antibiotic ointment on it, just wash it like normal, cover it up. Come in tomorrow, we're going to put stitches in it. When I got there the next day, he was like, no, we're not putting stitches in it because it's healing. Wounds heal from the inside out, so they dry up and then they scab over. And it was already starting to heal on its own. So they just kind of left it alone because if he had put stitches in it, he was going to have to cut it back open and then align it so that it would heal right. But because it's right on the tip of my elbow, when it does scab over and it does heal all the way completely, you won't even really tell that anything happened. It's not going to affect the look of the scars or anything. So it's just been my arms. They're just terrible. This is the first week that I have my niece again. I had her for a couple hours last week just to test it. This week I have her today and I have her Thursday. And it actually is nice because it's a distraction from it just being me all the time. I don't know if you can hear her in the bathtub, but it's a nice distraction. It's nice to have her. It's nice to feel kind of normal again. Driving is still hard because, this is the arm that you have to use to put it to drive or put it to park or whatever. And you don't think that takes a lot of, it's jarring. It's jarring on your arms. Driving there's a lot more vibration in your seat than you realize. When you reach out to go to the bank teller or you reach out to go to the drive-thru, or that is hard. Grocery store shopping, reaching stuff on the shelf, that's hard. So I just have to really be careful with what I do, and I really, really, really have learned that I have to ask for help with things. That's really hard for me, but I've learned to do it. Most of the time I've learned to do it. I still try to be very independent on my own, but for the most part, it's been really, really good to have Noah. The fact that he lives here, it's really good that he's here. And then my niece even, she'll be like, no, don't reach that, Jen, I'll get it. She'll climb up in the counter and get stuff for me. So anyway, let me just kind of show you. I really like the shape of my body now. I'm very, very happy with surgery. I'm just fed up with the recovery stage. So I'm very glad I had the surgery. I was thinking about doing a lower body lift, which would have done the hips, the thighs, and the back end, but I can't imagine doing that now. I can't imagine doing another reconstructive plastic surgery. And I like the way my body looks now, so I'm probably not going to. But, okay. So as you can see, my stomach is flat. I don't know if you can tell. I'm still, it doesn't change. I'm a thick girl, so I'm always going to be a thick girl. You can see I'm still kind of back here. Still wide in the hips. I have sweatpants on. But this is my waist now. And I got my binder on. That's what that white thing is. But I'm flat. I'm totally flat now. My arms don't jingle anymore. Where are you? How do I do this? Okay. There's no jiggly jelly on my arms anymore. This black thing that you see is the jacket I have to wear. I don't know if you can pull this down. I can't go all the way up because it's basically like a corset, but you see these are like the bra strap hinges, and they go all the way up to here. So from here to like here. They told me to leave these last ones open. From the front and the back, they have these things. So it's very, very tight. It's got a built-in bra, so that's cool. And then this white thing is my binder. Which that's my underwear. It's my binder. And I'll show you just a little bit of my scar. So, I don't know if you can see. But that's the scar, and it looks really good for being 3 weeks out. I wish I could get closer, but the funny thing about the belly button is, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have no other scars on my stomach. So the scars from my bypass, and the scars from my revision, and the scars from my gallbladder are gone. This is the only scar that I have now. So I have a scar that goes from here down to like here, and then I have one that goes around like that. So those are my scars. They're like one right here and one right here. But my belly button, the funny thing about a belly button is they have to they take off your belly button, really. Hold on, I gotta move this thing. But they remove your belly button, and then they have to place it somewhere else. Hold on. And they have to place it somewhere else on your body. And so I have had many laughs in my head, and I have told Noah this, that when he was putting the pads and stuff on it, I was like, one day I so badly wanted to be like, oh my god, my belly button fell off. Because he's so freaked out by all the scabs and the scars, but it's healing really, really well. Anyway, I wish I could show you better shots, but I really can't. I mean, that's all I can really show. I mean, there's really no flab in my arms anymore. I wish I could take this thing off and show you with the scars. The scars, imagine, you know that braided Frankenstein look? That's exactly what they look like. It really looks like they took the two arms and squished them together and then braided them sewed shut. And that's what it looks like. And I don't know if that's why it hurts or not, but it sucks. But I'm healing well. I'm doing okay. I just get really frustrated sometimes having to stay home all the time. And when my elbow split open, that made things worse because then I had to be even more cautious. And now the newest thing is I'm supposed to be putting antibiotic cream on the parts of the incisions that still have scabs, which I don't have very many of those left. But on my arms, I still have some. And like on the hip bones, I still have some. And I'm now having an allergic reaction to that, so I can't use it anymore. On the parts of the body that have healed, that don't have scabs anymore and they're closed, I just had to put cocoa butter lotion on it. And that's about it. I really haven't needed hardly any of the supplies that I bought. I needed the ACE bandages, I needed some of the gauze, the pads and stuff the hospital gave me, the doctor's office would give me most of the gauze that I needed. I didn't have to tape anything to my body, it just was there and the binder held it together. That's pretty much it. So, at any rate, I go back to work on Monday, we'll see how things go. This video is way too long. I just wanted to kind of sign in and let you guys know that I'm okay. I'm sorry that I didn't check in before. I really wanted to make videos before, but they were not a priority. It's been rough. But I am okay. Things are good. And hopefully, my doctor says they're only going to get better from here. So I have until the 24th, I think, well, 6 weeks. So it's like, yeah, the 24th almost, is when I'm supposed to get rid of all my limitations. And I'm supposed to be cleared for everything. That'll be my 6-week mark. We shall see. My doctor is very, very happy with how quickly and how well I'm healing. These scars on my stomach look just like the scar on my back from my back surgery, which was 5 years ago. So that should tell you a lot. At any rate, I guess that's it. I will talk to you guys all soon. Again, sorry for the mess of the face. I'm just like, blah. I don't really feel like doing makeup or hair or anything. I just take a shower. And I'm lucky I have clothes on today. Usually I have sweatpants and a big, huge shirt on. I guess that's it. I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please ask me below, and I promise I will answer. Have a good day. Bye.